power of the heart. Finding your inner wisdom.
The power of the heart.
Finding the power of the heart.
The power of the heart.
The power of
Power of the heart. Power of the heart.
让我们寻回心的力量。
the
Power of the heart.
Thank you for joining us today. My name is Yuru Chao. You are tuning in to The Power of the Heart on Dai Radio. Dharma Master Cheng Yen remarked on the importance of media in our society today. When we turn on the TV, read a newspaper, or go on the internet, we see violence everywhere. News and programs are made to be sensational, to get the inside scoop of scandal and gossip, or the latest update on crimes. These are all focusing on the ugly side of our society. Seeing this worried Dharma Master Cheng Yen a great deal. What we witness is the decline of modern moral values and ethics in our society. In the past, moral values, ethics, and principles on the proper way of life were passed down from parents to children. Children would listen to their parents and did as they were taught. Parents taught their children about the rules of proper attire, good manners, and things to watch out for when interacting with people, the proper way to go about taking care of the family and managing the household, and etc. Nowadays, however, the media has become the source for people to learn and receive information. As children increasingly attach to the multimedia device and listen less to their parents, they are not getting traditional values. In addition, when they tune into the media, what they see is the ugly side of our society with a lot of negative and unwholesome values. Because young people's minds are very malleable, they simply take in what they see and imitate it. When they see violence on TV, they are more likely to try out the same act of violence. With all the unwholesome message from the media, wrong values are ingrained in people. When people act out mimicking the way they see in the media, it creates problems for our society. The Buddha told us that everyone possesses the Buddha nature. Everyone has innate goodness within and is capable of being kind and good. It is sad to see that under the negative influence of some of the medias out there, people's original good nature are being tainted by the unwholesome aspect of our society, leading them to do harmful things to others. Since the media is a tool of mass communication, it really should be used to exert a positive influence on people. If people can be guided in the right direction, the goodness and kindness in them can be brought forth. This is what Tzu Chi Dao Ai Television tried to do. The news it broadcasts and the programs it produces strive to inspire selfless great love in people and encourage them to do good. A good example is the pencil case drive. One time, our production team went to China to do a coverage on the conditions of children living in Gansu province. They discovered that people of Gansu are very poor. Parents often cannot afford school supplies for their children. When the team saw a student trying to write with a super short pencil only 1 centimeter long, which is about the size of our thumbnail, they were very saddened. It showcased the scarcity of resources there. When the team returned to Taiwan, they started a pencil case drive on Dai TV to help these children in Gansu. They solicited pencil cases, pencil, and stationery from children in Taiwan and around the world. Originally, they were only hoping to collect 3,000 cases. To their surprise, more than 20,000 children in Taiwan responded to the drive and sent in pencil cases filled with pencil, eraser, rulers, and other stationery supplies, as well as well-wish cards to the children who will receive these supplies. Besides sending the pencil cases to children in Gansu, the surplus pencil cases were also sent to needy children in other parts of China, as well as other countries in the world. In the end, children in 6 different countries benefited from this pencil case drive. With the pencil case drive, Dai TV was able to inspire the kindness in children and guide them to help needy children in other parts of the world. From this, we can see that the media can influence people to do good if the media tries. Master Cheng Yen often says that media should only report what is true, and moreover, guide the public in right direction. What our society needs is peace and harmony. We want the media to educate people and teach them the right value by reporting the positive, wholesome program of society and humanity. Media really should be the means of inspiring wisdom and compassion in people's hearts and minds, and cleansing away all the obstacles to awakening for viewers. In our program today, we'll begin with a reading from Dharma Master Cheng Yen's teaching about awareness is the power of repentance. If the power of awareness is turned on, we can turn things around, and we can overcome obstacles to awakening. This reading is provided by Dharma Master Derling. Then, after a short break, we'll discuss this teaching with Ms. Kelly Chu, who works in our Culture Center.
Trees want peace, why won't the winds blow seas? When we look back, where have our parents gone? Why does our rowing roll out like storm clouds? Why do love and loathing tangle in time? Why do hope and hatred both bring suffering? Why is ignorance so stubborn and so blind? Why don't we break these chains and see through the haze? Why do we live like this day after day? Why are we sad when we think of mom and dad?
It's too late to care for them when they're gone.
The dream ends, we are away, where's it all gone?
Night's desires swell, robbing us of dawn.
Why is the world so plagued with misery?
Greed and anger rage, vanity takes flame.
Why must we burn our life night after night?
Our minds seal our fate, karma can be tamed.
Why is there regret with thoughts of mom and dad?
A child of love cares while there's time to share.
When dreams end, we away, why this regret?
Life's desires tempt, Bodhi calls us back.
Why do grief and suffering intertwine?
Free our minds of sins, goodness will reveal.
The hands of time, can they both rewind?
We were all born kind, let's return to love.
The answers whispering to the trees. The answers make us see realizing how long we've been asleep. Open eyes will cry. The answer's always being whispering above. The answer is revealed after grief. The answer transforms hope into belief. The answer's to forgive and move forward freely. The answer's always being whispering above. The answer will always be love.
You are listening to The Power of the Heart on Da'ai Radio.
The Power of the Heart, Part 4. To turn things around, the power of repentance. Today, we will be listening to the teaching on the obstacles to awakening. In Buddhism, we speak of 3 obstacles to awakening: afflictions, unwholesome action, and karmic retribution. The law of karma tells us that when we take unwholesome actions, we create negative karma, which will bring retribution. It is our afflictions, such as greed, anger, ignorance, arrogance, and doubt, that cause us to take unwholesome actions, setting off the sequence of cause and effect, the creation of negative karma, and the reaping of retribution. But afflictions, unwholesome action, and karmic retribution also obstruct us from learning the Dharma. It is important to learn the Dharma, for the Dharma can help us cleanse our heart and mind of impurities. When we have afflictions, however, it is difficult for our mind to become open and receptive to the Dharma. Moreover, in our afflicted state, we take unwholesome actions which create negative karma. As a result, we reap retribution which, coming in the form of misfortunes, makes life difficult for us. Because we get so wrapped up in our difficulties, we cannot appreciate the importance of the Dharma in awakening our insight and wisdom. We thus remain in our old established ways of thinking and acting, continually creating more negative karma. This is the way afflictions, unwholesome action, and karmic retribution obstruct us. Because of this, they are considered 3 obstacles to awakening. The 3 obstacles. The first obstacle is affliction. We have 3 main kinds of afflictions: greed, anger, and ignorance. These hinder us on the path of learning Buddhism. With greed, anger, and ignorance in our hearts, our understanding of Buddhism would be distorted, and it would be difficult to develop correct faith. For example, when people have greed or selfishness, after learning about the law of karma, they will do good deeds to seek merits and good karma. Such intentions are not pure, and this is not correct faith. Correct faith is about learning to eliminate our selfish desires and greed, as well as anger and ignorance. Therefore, in daily life, we also need to work on our temper. Learning Buddhism, we should strive to develop insight and understanding into life, instead of losing our temper at the slightest thing. The second obstacle is unwholesome actions. When we act wrongly, our wrong ways prevent us from doing other good things. There's a Chinese saying that all good deeds begin first with filial piety. If people appreciate their parents for giving them life and raising them, they will treat their parents with love, respect, and filial piety. People who can be filial to their parents will also recognize the greater wisdom and life experience that their elders and teachers have, and learn from them with respect and gratitude. People who are like this will naturally be good-natured and kind towards others. On the other hand, If we do not even have basic appreciation for our parents and treat them badly, we will likewise do many other bad deeds. When people encourage us to do good, we wouldn't consider it. This is how unwholesome actions create obstacles to the path of goodness. The third obstacle is karmic retribution. Due to the law of karma, we reap what we sow. The bad consequences of our actions also hinder us. For example, our karmic retribution determines where we are reborn in the cycle of reincarnation. When reborn into realms of suffering, such as hell, the hungry ghost realm, and the animal realm, it will be difficult to encounter Buddhism. Though the heaven realm is without suffering, we would easily lose ourselves in pleasure and enjoyment and forget all about spiritual practice. Therefore, it is only in the human realm that we can truly encounter and learn the Buddha's teachings. But, as there is also suffering in the human realm, our negative karma and suffering can still be obstacles to our learning the Dharma. If we mindfully look around us, we can see evidence of this right here in our world. For example, in places of famine, where people are emaciated and weak with hunger, barely hang on to life, what energy can they have to learn the Dharma? On the other hand, when people are wealthy and enjoy a life with all the comforts and luxuries modernity can offer, how many are willing to engage in spiritual practice, much less reach out to personally help people in need? Our circumstances can impact our physical and mental state, creating obstacles to our spiritual growth and learning of the Dharma. In summary, afflictions, unwholesome actions, and karmic retribution make it difficult for us to achieve awakening and end our suffering. Therefore, we have to take very good care of our heart and mind to avoid giving rise to these three obstacles.
Hello everyone, my name's Kelly. I'm from the translation department of Da'ai TV station. My favorite Jingshi aphorism is, holding back our anger can open new horizons. Insisting on having our say may bring down disaster. This teaching from Master Cheng Yen helps me to be more mature in dealing with my own emotions. Because when we are angry, we always say things that hurt others and would definitely regret later on. So I think learning to hold back one's anger is very important. May wisdom and inspiration be with you always.
Da'ai Radio is just a click away. You can listen to Da'ai Radio anywhere in the world.
Our special guest today is Miss Kelly Chiu. She works at the Foreign Language Editorial Department at Tzu Chi Cultural Center. She edits Chinese subtitles for documentaries of choice. This is a series of films from many international sources. And with an English degree from college, that she's very happily at work at current department for about 2 years now. Her favorite activity is swimming, reading, and hiking. Welcome to the program, Kelly. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for your introduction. Hi everyone, my name's Kelly. I'm from the translation department.
Kelly, can you tell us why that you choose Tzu Chi to work?
Well, first of all, I always wanted to be a translator, and when I know that there's a job offer here in Tzu Chi as a translator, I think working here as a translator, that I can translate more meaningful and useful messages to others. that's why I was here in the first place.
Yes, indeed, Tzu Ji. We got a lot of useful and meaningful messages we want to send out to the world. And we really need someone like you to help us to broaden our communication into English. Now, why do you take a translation as your mission?
Because I think being a translator, that I can be the bridge between two languages, and it helps people who cannot understand each other to communicate. Because sometimes not understanding and misunderstanding can create fear and hatred. So I think through translation, people can get to know each other better. And so I think it's a very meaningful job.
Then you must have a lot of memorable moments working for Tzu Ji. Can you share with us some of these moments?
On the first day of this year, I participated in a recycling activity here in Dai TV station. Since we have many old VHS tapes and cassettes that are no longer in use, so these tapes have to be recycled. And before giving these tapes to the recycling factories, we have to take them apart and sort them out first, like black plastics in a group, white plastics in a group. And there were about 30 to 40 people joining the activity, and we had like 5 people in the group working like a production line. Like one is breaking down the tapes, one is tearing it apart, one is collecting the reels. Everyone is doing their own job. And after a morning's hard work, we finished the job. I forgot the exact numbers, but I guess there were about hundreds of them, the tapes. And when I look at the huge piles of the disassembled parts, our accomplished work, I was really touched and I was very proud of everyone working there.
Indeed, that is the power of many. When we all work together, we can accomplish tasks that's quite impossible to do individually. But yet, when we come together, we can make things happen. It is like having this sense of being part of Mission Impossible. And protecting our earth, recycling everything that we can, it is indeed a great feeling, because knowing that we are very mindful and we do recycle whatever we can to help these resources live on further, to be more useful to us or our future generation, and keep a cleaner earth for them to live in. What a sense of relief that we must give ourselves. And that brings us to karmic retribution, because it is really about what you just did. Kelly, what's your understanding of karmic retribution?
For me, karmic retribution comes from the adding up of the negative karma of the many past lives. When we do bad things, or when we are afflicted with greed, anger, or ignorance, we would be building up negative karma, and the karmic retribution will be with us for the present life and the next life.
Indeed, it could be negative karmic retribution or positive, constructive karmic retribution. It all depends on our action. And with your recycling activity, to protect the earth and to extend the useful life of these resources, you are building, your action are building positive karmic retribution for yourself and for the society. So that is why we really need to understand the law of karma in order to live a better life and a more positive life, because it is always in our control. Our every single action determines our future. Now, if your families or friends are really afflicted, how would you help them to overcome their obstacle to this enlightenment that you often find listening to Dharma Master Cheng Yen's teaching?
To be honest, I don't think I have the power to help my friends or family with that now. But I think the right thing to do is to learn the true meaning of life, that to know what is really important. And for example, that wealth and fame is not important, and maybe helping others can make you happier. So just trying to find the peace in one's mind can make you feel, happy.
If you find the peace in your mind, you'll have such serenity that you will influence all the people around you. No matter what you say, it is about you and this peace that you bring to others without saying. So I'm sure that as you cultivate more and more serenity in your heart, you're going to bring to your family and friends this power of peace in their mind as well. Thank you, Kelly, for your time. And our time is up today. We'll be listening to this book over the next several episodes. Please join us next time to continue our discussion on the power of the heart. If you want to read this book we're talking about, you can find a copy of this book in any Jingsi bookstore and cafe. For more teaching from Dharma Master Cheng Yen, please tune in next time to our program. Goodbye and have a great day.
I'll find the beauty of 自己 with the world in our embrace, and close friends gather from everywhere. We transcend all boundaries. I'll find the goodness of 自己. Winter's cold turns into spring as we walk the Bodhisattva's path. Joy and serenity we bring. On this day we meet together hand in hand. Great compassion is our home. With a silent prayer for humankind, we want a peaceful world. On this day we meet together hand in hand. Great compassion is our home. With a silent prayer for the whole wide world, may all lives know happiness. I'll find the goodness of 自己. Winter's cold turns into spring as we walk the Bodhisattva's path. Joy and serenity we bring. On this day we meet together hand in hand. Great compassion is our home. With a silent prayer for humankind, we walk a peaceful road. On this day we meet together hand in hand. Great compassion is our home. With a silent prayer for the whole wide world, may all lives know happiness.